Let's go through a couple of use cases of regular expressions in this session. This is the first use case. Here is a web page. Those of you who use Gmail should be very familiar with this page. For all the Google haters, this is the sign up page for getting a new Google account. It asks you for a first name, last name, preferred user ID, and a password. Let's start filling it up with some data. I'll just make up something. First name Bob, last name Marley. For username, Bob the Greatest Marley. Next is the password field. Note that there is an instruction text right below the password field that reads, use 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. I hate to follow instructions, so I'll type in a password which is only 5 letters. I'll use ALPHA alpha as my password. Let me click this view icon so that the password is visible. There you go. Now click next. No messing around with Google. Fine, I'll make my password alpha beta so it has more than 8 letters now. Nope. Okay, I'll add in some numerals. Alpha beta 1 2 3. Nope. Okay, let me pop in a semicolon at the end. Yep, that worked. So when we typed in a password that did not meet Google's requirements, somebody or something was validating what we typed in each time. For this validation, a regular expression is used. So there is a predefined pattern for a valid email address, which is represented by a regular expression. It might look something like this. Don't worry about what this means for now. So each time you type in a password and click next, the password is cross-checked with this pattern. Who does this cross-checking? It is done by a regex engine. And a regex engine could be a part of any programming language like Java, JavaScript, Golang, or whatever the nerdy engineers at Google use. Google will get this regex engine to run the predefined pattern against the password that we entered and validate it. The result of this validation is a pass or a fail. If failed, Google will prompt you to re-enter the password. If passed, you will be taken to the next step in the sign-up workflow. This is a typical use case of regular expressions. For this use case, it is not necessary that you should be someone working in IT. Any non-IT person who has signed up for an online account somewhere has unknowingly been involved with regular expressions. Let's see another use case now. I told you that almost all programming languages support regex. Not only programming languages, even some text editors come with an inbuilt regex engine. Notepad does not have one, but Notepad++ has it. You can install Notepad++ for free if you don't have it installed already. In the Notepad++ window that you are seeing right now, I have opened up a CSV file for editing. CSV is just a normal text file. The only extra thing is that it has data divided into fields with comma as the field separator. This is a CSV file that contains sales invoices. One record represents one sales invoice. The first row there is the header row. We have the field names here, which are transaction date, product, price, payment type, name, city, state, country, account created, last login, latitude, longitude. The second field is the product name. Now, I am interested in searching all products with the name product 1. So I'll do a Control F, which will bring up the search dialog box. Make sure you set the search mode as normal and enter the search term as product 1. Instead of find next, click on find all in current document. If you do this, it will open up all search results in a nice little area down beneath. So 847 hits. So 847 rows have product name as product 1. It also shows you the line number of the hit. Okay, that was easy. Next, I'm interested in searching all rows where the sales happened in the state of New York, United States. So Control F again, NY, United States, find all in current document. We have 41 hits this time with NY, United States. So far, so good. Now I'm going to up the ante a bit. My requirement this time is a bit more complicated. I want to find all sales records that have product name as either product 1 or product 2, and the sales should have happened in either the state of New York or New Jersey in United States. So Control F. But how do I frame my search term? I cannot come up with a search term that can handle this particular requirement. Let's unleash the power of regular expressions. Change the search mode from normal to regular expressions. Only then will the regex engine of Notepad++ come into play. Now, let's type in our regular expression. This might look like gibberish to you. Don't worry. You will be writing much more complicated regexes when you are done with this course. Trust me. Find all in current document and voila, we have the data what we requested for. If you see the results, they have either product 1 or product 2 as the product name, plus they have either NJ or NY as the state. So we saw how a regex pattern can solve a complicated requirement which was otherwise impossible to do with a normal Control F search. This was our second use case for regular expressions. You will come across many such scenarios in your day-to-day work life and even non-work life where you will need to identify patterns within datasets. Regular expressions are a versatile tool to have as part of your skill set. The two use cases we saw in this session are just the tip of the iceberg. With this, we come to the end of this session on regex use cases. Next, we will see a course roadmap.